Hello, my fellow Sardiners. Today is a very special episode, one I'm very personally excited for. Today we have Nuri, sardines and tomato sauce. Sardines and tomato sauce. This is a product of Portugal. It even says the city, Mestocinos, Portugal. I did a little research on this company, Nuri. They are one of the last artisanal Portuguese canneries, specifically known for their high quality sardines. I'm very excited for this. I've heard many good things. Fortunately, this came in a pack of 2. I will only be eating the 1 can on camera. The other I shall do at my own pace, at my own pleasure. So, the packaging is very pretty. And it's also interesting, as I watched a video of how they can these, pack them and ship them. And so, every part of this is hand-packed and handmade, even down to the plastic wrapping here, where even something like a King Oscar is obviously just along the production line, an assembly line, where you can see it's been hot pressed because it rips open. No human hands were involved in that. This, however, has human hands involved at every single level, to the point of ridiculousness and beauty. As you can see here, perhaps not as it is completely transparent, but these edges have been physically taped down. So some nice Portuguese grandmother basically hand delivered this to us. And now we get to eat it. So, I'm very excited for this. I'm very excited. The tomato sauce is handmade by one of the senior, I suppose they're just senior grandmothers at the Nuri packaging plant. Apparently, she keeps the recipe a secret, so we will have to see. Oh, I was incorrect. So actually, there is a plastic wrapping around a paper wrapping. Very high quality. They spare no expense with this. And this is all hand wrapped. They put the tin in the paper and then hand wrap it and tape it down physically. Ooh. So, oh wow. It's 300 calories per tin, which is quite a lot, quite a lot in relation to other types of sardines. Let's see, what do we have here? There's no added sugar. I think there might just be a lot of sardines per can. Let's see. Vitamin D, regular amount. Calcium, regular amount. Iron, regular amount. There's actually a lot more saturated fat in this one. It might just, the added calories are probably just coming from the tomato sauce, if I had to guess. Regular amounts of everything else. It must just be coming from the tomato sauce. It just says sardines for ingredients. Sardines, tomato pulp, olive oil, and salt. So, here's the can. Let's say on the bottom there. Pinhais, Portugal. No expiration date on the can. Expiration date, December 2025. I love Sardines never go bad. So I can keep this around for a rainy day for the next 5 years whenever I just need a good little sardine. Let's get into it. Let me just lay down somewhere to put the top and somewhere to put the can. All right, so I can't imagine there's oil in here, any kind of runoff. So we're just gonna pop it. Oh, yep, there is a little oil that came out, just a little bit on the edge there. So I got a little nervous. Ooh, that's an interesting smell. Okay, so what you want to do here is you want to grab the can with one hand, forward, front and back, thumb, back, middle finger, index finger. I use middle finger just because it's longer. Then grab with index, and then you put thumb on the back, not on the butt of the can, but the top back of the lid, and then you pull. Ooh, it's on there strong. And then you just go slowly, 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 slowly. And then once you get to the back rim, once you start getting around here, is when you want to slow down and start to wiggle it. Ooh, these sardines look really good. And then, there we go. And then you just wiggle, 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 and then it will naturally let go. Okay. The smell is very good. It's not overly anchovy. Or I'm sorry, anchovy. I still have anchovies on the brain. I'm just thinking of how to incorporate those into the videos. But these sardines, first of all, they look immaculate. Absolutely immaculate. They're also quite sizable too, at least in length. See how thick they are. Yes, these are quite big sardines. So sardines as a classification are only allowed to be 6 inches long, and these have to be on the edge of that classification. They have to be, because these are very, not only are they long, but they're thick. They're very thick too. And so the initial smell, well, of course, there's always going to be a fishiness to it. There's always going to be a fishiness to this sort of product. But there's also a wonderful, wonderful tomato smell. Like just tomato sauce. It really fits well together, smell-wise. Taste-wise, it is yet to be seen, but I have very, very good feelings about this. Let's see. I'm gonna take a little bite. Oh my goodness. Okay. So, they're quite salty. They're quite salty. And I'm guessing why is because these are very fresh. Because, oh wow. Oh wow. Oh wow. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. These are wonderful. These are delicious. So the initial flavor that you get is just salty, okay? I was a little nervous on the first like quarter second, half second, because it was just very salty. It was just, it smacks you with saltiness. However, once give it about a second, and it goes straight into this wonderful tomato sauce. This tomato sauce is so good. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness gracious. That wonderful little Portuguese grandmother sure has this recipe down. And for it to age so well, being canned, really shows the quality of the product. I will say this, on that last bite I just took, I got a little of the spine, because when they get this big, the bones aren't going to be as brittle. However, I will say this, I got one of the vertebrae where was still solid, but I applied very, very little force with my incisors, and it just dissolved. It just dissolved instantly. And so I was a little nervous because I never want to break a tooth doing these reviews. Simply because very low quality canned sardines can sometimes have a problem with the bones, with the spine, but no problems here whatsoever, even though they're this big. These are wonderful. These are wonderful. The quality of the meat is extremely high. These have been stewing this tomato sauce, and they have picked up so much flavor from it. This is so wonderful. The texture of the meat as well, I will say, because it is a thicker sardine. It's caught in what was the Mestosinos? It's caught in the local bay of the packing factory, the canning and packing factory, and so the highest quality sardines they could possibly get, and it really shows in the quality of the meat. The meat is in no part of this is soft. Like the King Oscars will sometimes have the problem of the neck, right where the head was, getting a little seepage from the oils that is, and it gets just a little mushy around that, but then the rest of the anchovy or sardine is fine. Every inch of this sardine is immaculate, absolutely immaculate. The flesh is completely firm. It's also, I think just because they might be bigger, it's also a little darker as well. It has dark meat all around, which just maybe because it's just been tomato sauce. But even after you take a bite of it, it's still dark. I'm actually re-dipping. I'm re-dipping this sardine back in the tomato sauce. Wow. This is so good, my sardiners. So for these 2 cans, I believe it was $11. So I will not be doing this a lot, even for my own pleasure. But I have to say, the pleasure I'm receiving from these high quality Portuguese artisanal sardines is higher than I anticipated. These are wonderful. I can't recommend these enough. If you ever see this product on sale, or if you're just interested in becoming a sardine enthusiast as well, I recommend you start here. You can find these I couldn't find these in my regular shopping centers, but you might be able to find these in some smaller Asian markets or European markets. I couldn't find them in regular markets such as Publix and Walmart. I just couldn't find the product, just because it's a luxury import. But these are absolutely delicious. These are bar none. The clear tip polar, bar none. The just King Oscar, any variation of the King Oscar brand, this beats it all. This absolutely beats it all. This is absolutely the best sardine I have ever consumed. And it is a testament to Portugal, to their traditions, to their recipes, and to their people. It is truly the culmination of a wonderful tradition and culture that to this day you get such a good sardine. I cannot oversell this enough. This is absolutely delicious. Absolutely delicious. I am, excuse me. I am so excited to try the other brand. It's Nuri. It's the same brand, but it is spiced sardines and olive oil. I am so excited to try those sardines now that I might just do a back-to-back video. I am very, very pleased. I went into this a little nervous simply because these sardines are world-renowned for their flavor and texture. And I have to say, I am not disappointed. In fact, I am quite pleased with my purchases. For 4 cans of these Nuri sardines was $26. I don't regret this whatsoever. As far as I'm concerned, this is fine dining. I can't recommend these enough, my fellow sardiners. I really can't. These are so very good that, honestly, I might drain this tomato sauce out of the can and save it for later. Put it on some pasta with garlic. It is wonderful. It is absolutely wonderful. I highly recommend that you check these out. Nuri, sardines in tomato sauce. And my fellow sardiners, I will be seeing you soon. Thank you.